name Trudy. Me dude sound about there.
Don't spill too many. It's like a mule.
I think I will be completely forgotten and people will no longer miss me around 120 years after my death, if I'm lucky.
I think I will be completely forgotten 10 years max.
And I think the human race has tops 350 years left. I think maybe room for 3-4 more generations.
I think the human race has like 100 years maybe. They say it's going to get real bad after 2050, but not sure. I hope not. I don't have high hopes. I think what's going to do us in is a collapse of ecosystems across the globe. Food chains and food supply is just going to run out and people are just going to starve or burn or, you know. I don't think humanity will be able to overcome climate change. From like a brief history of the last century, it's been shown over and over again that profit and greed are better incentives than, you know, stopping climate change.
I do think that we will manage to change, but not before irreversible damage. I think we will be able to get it together post 2050. There will be some damages. We will pay a cost for our human error. I do not think there'll ever be world peace. I think inherently people are greedy, and therefore people will always be taking out of each other's back pockets when not looking, and that will continuously cause conflict for my estimated 350 years we have left.
Humans are fundamentally flawed creatures, and they'll give in to cruelty at any opportunity if it benefits them. There's too much differences in the world, and again, about human nature just does not incorporate differences well.
Nuclear war broke out, I think that I would die instantly. I think if it wasn't for the blast, it'd be radiation, and if it wasn't for the radiation, I'd starve.
If nuclear war happened, I think I'd just die. It's either I get incinerated immediately, I get irradiated, or I starve.
I think that there's truly no escapable way to avoid the death that would come with nuclear fallout. People would just be dog eat dog. I think that I will die before natural causes. I've always had a feeling that I'm going to die young, and there's no way that with self-destructive habits that I will be able to make it to the median age of 78 or so. Again, this is just something I've felt deep within myself my whole life. I think I'll probably, my heart will explode, my lungs will fail, all my bones will shatter and turn to paste.
I think I'll die through a myriad of reasons. I have a lot of things I suspect that are wrong with my body that I just will not get checked out because I don't have the money. Probably some form of cancer. Colon issues, I think I have colon issues. Or maybe I'll just get shot. You know, anything can happen.
When I'm awfully low.
You're gonna get expelled for this. You're gonna get expelled for this.
I mean, I think about death quite a bit, but not in the way that most people would associate thinking about death with fear and stuff. It's mostly just what happens after death, I suppose. But I'm not scared of it. I'm just more curious about what happens, you know?
I've definitely felt like I was going to die before. There was an experience that I had where I had smoked a lot of marijuana. My heart started to act in a way that was truly felt as if it was going to fail, like it was going too fast, that my body was not going to be able to contain it. What I now know is just a panic attack then, while under the influence, felt like I was truly dying. It took me months to kind of gather myself and convince myself that I was still not dying, my organs weren't failing, that my heart was safe. I truly believed that I was dying on one hand, and I felt as if I kind of had to accept it because it was truly coming. And on the other hand, I felt like I haven't lived a life thoroughly that I'd like to. I have regrets. There's things that I'd like to do still. There's people I'd like to meet, families that I'd like to have. If I think back to that day being 18 years old and thinking I'm gonna die, well, I'm never gonna get to experience true love. I'm never gonna get to experience coaching Little League. I'm never gonna get to experience doing PTO bake sales. I'm never gonna get to experience so many things in life that I've always wanted to do, you know? I'm too young to die, simply.
I think free will exists. I don't think it would even be possible for someone's fate to be predetermined in any way. I feel like humans are such unpredictable creatures that any decision can set your life on a completely different path, and you could only make that decision yourself.
I definitely think there's a point to everything. There's something that really bothers me when people kind of leave things up to chance. I think there's something really strong and powerful and that gives everyone a will to live, and it's the ability to make your own decisions that change your life, you know?
I would not say I'm scared of death. I am ready to explore what comes after.